We've made a lot of progress since the last video, but we're still not quite done. We have to till up the ground in all the other beds. We only got the first one done. And then we're still waiting on a load of compost to mix in. We made some smaller beds out of just some old scrap wood from a friend. And this is our other project that we're gonna show you about here in just a second.
All right, everybody. I know we had this little experiment that we were going to do with the sweet potatoes, right? Well, everybody else says the bury them halfway in. Not everybody else. I just seen a few others. Can't lump everybody into this, but bury them halfway in soil or whatever, whatever you want to use, mulch soil, whatever. And then keeping them wet. I've kept a lid on them, basically in greenhouse temperatures. I mean, it's been very warm. But here's the thing, and I've kept it wet. I don't know if you can see how wet it is. It's very wet. Nothing. I mean, nothing. I mean, there's one right there, I think, but it grew.
I don't think that's it.
I think, but it grew into dryness,
Yeah.
so it's not doing any good. Let's check this one.
Trying to hold it for you.
Nothing. We'll zoom it in here in a minute. Let's check this one.
I don't see anything at all.
Nothing.
At least it's not
I'm
rotted.
actually hoping it's not going to rot.
Yeah, that's what I was.
I don't like wasting, money and food. I'm a penny pincher. So,
And sweet potatoes aren't cheap.
nothing. There's nothing. Nothing.
So we don't like that method. We're going to show you the other one.
I have to disagree with this method. So, all right. As you can see, I'm going to spin it around for you. There's no little root shoots coming off of here. And my biggest thing with this potato is I'm worried about these spots right here. I'll see, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these and I'm going to put them into the jars like I've done with the other ones. Another one. These are the old, now mind you, these are the ones that were already on them when we bought them. But nothing. Nothing. Of course, that's the first one I showed you. Nothing. All right. So I'm about to show you some that we've done in the jars with the toothpicks. The toothpick method. Right? All right. Let me pull her out of there. I don't know if the camera is able to. You see these really thin shoots right here? They're little bitty. Maybe you can see them better in the water. I don't know.
No, I'd pull them up. Yeah,
all right,
you
there's
can see
three.
It.
1, 2, 3. All right, those are kind of small. Let me show you a bigger one. All right, let's see. These are a little bigger. You see this shoot right here versus these? These are the old ones. The new ones will be white when they come out. You see how much, they're pretty easy to tell the difference. But they're big. There's another one coming out right here. I don't know if the camera can see it, but I can see it. Up. I don't want to leave it out too long. I don't want it to. Let me show you another one. This one's really big. I mean, like really. I mean, it's like growing good. Look here. Look at that. Look at that long old root growing out of there.
Woohoo! That's a good one.
Yeah, you see that? And we started these, mind you, at the same time as we did the other method. And let me show you something else. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. I've got to add some more water to these. We have to add water to them every day. Which one? Here it is. This one right here. I'm going to try to tilt it to the camera. as you can see, I don't know if you can see this, but this one's also got one right there.
Up higher?
There you go. See that one right there at the tip of my finger? That little root growing out of it?
Teeny tiny.
All right, but let me turn it around here and look. The shoots are growing out of the top of it. It's purple. They're like a purple color. We've got 2 of them growing out of it already. We've already got shoots growing out of these sweet potatoes. So I'm sorry. Maybe I did something wrong. I don't know. I mean, I've kept them very warm, you know, basically in a greenhouse type.
Oh.
Another tip, and I think this has been working pretty good. Instead of using like really cold water outside, get right out of your faucet, you know, what we've been doing is taking a large wine bottle. I'm not going to show you the name, but anyway, we use a large wine bottle, fill it with tap water, set it out in the sun, and that warms it to the ambient temperature. I can't talk of wherever you're at, and it gives, I guess, it's less of a shock to the root system and the plant. But to me, the glass bottle, the wine glass bottle, seems to really do well as far as like letting enough sunlight in to warm it, but yet it doesn't get so hot as long as you leave the top off, you know. And then a lot of the chlorine, a lot of the chemicals can evaporate out of the bottle, you know, especially for seedlings. For you know, mature plants is not so big of a deal, I don't think, but I have noticed a difference in using I don't know what you'd call it, whatever, but you know, just using this method to keep the water at the same temp. Okay, everybody, I just want to show you how it doesn't matter which jar you use. I mean, you can use any jar. The ones we were just using that I told you that didn't work, well, we're going the other method. So, of course, that's a very large sweet potato. So it's so simple. And I hate to be this way. I'm not calling anybody stupid or anything, but it's just sometimes you just don't know. Another thing is, don't start with freezing cold water out of the faucet. Try to at least get it like what you'd feel like, you know, the temperature of wherever you're at. We just pull these from outside. So I'll show you guys something else of how I keep water the same temperature as your surrounding environment. All right. Most of the time you only need 3. All about the same area there. And then all you have to do, set it down in there. I like to put 4 because I'm OCD. So I will basically just follow the lip of your lid, stick it in, and you're ready to go. But you got to keep in mind, you know, you keep them outside, you know, a certain amount of water is going to evaporate, and you kind of have to keep an eye on it, you know, especially when it's outside baking in the sun. That's what you want. Apparently, that's the way it is. I mean, they thrive in temperatures over 80 degrees. So we'll take them from one side of the house. Like right now, we're having to take them to the other side of the house because we want to keep them in the sun and the warmth as long as we can. So, I mean, like I said, we've already gotten shoots growing up. So, I don't know. But, you know, I have to say, after trying both of them, with the results that we have from the glass method with water versus putting them in soil, I don't think I messed anything up. I might have, but I have to say the jar method, hold on, with the toothpicks, this method so far is superior to the other method. So, especially, you know, maybe it's because we're in the South and the sun, like, guys, it's already like, it's so warm, but down here in Bama. But in my opinion, this method is superior to the other method. We'll get back here with you soon. We've got some shoots coming up with all the videos to go into this. Until next time, be stoked.